The initial part of the formation is called the base, and it forms quickly as the initial jumpers slide their bodies together while interlocking their arms and legs to form the nucleus of the formation. The remaining jumpers set up slightly above and outside the formation, awaiting the team leader's call. As they approach 9,000 feet, the team leader waves his arms, signaling this outside jumper to fly to the base. As he flies closer and closer together, he uses his arms, legs, and shoulders as flight control to safely complete the formation. Since vocal commands cannot be heard in freefall, the team leader must rely on hand and arm signals. At 5,000 feet, he waves his arms, signaling our jumpers to perform the bomb burst maneuver. The jumpers in the base continue to fall, gaining vertical separation and open their black and gold canopy of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders. They are constructed of a lightweight ripstop nylon and have an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles per hour. To turn left, the jumper pulls down on the left steering line. To turn right, the jumper simply pulls down on the right steering line. As the jumpers near the ground, they will pull down on both steering lines simultaneously for the safest and softest possible landing. At 1,000 feet, the jumper does what is called a wind penetration check, checking his distance and speed across the ground. You will then fly a downwind leg with the wind to his back, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then we'll turn into the wind for a final approach. At this altitude, these jumpers can hear you very well, ladies and gentlemen, so make some noise and let them know where you are in South Florida. These jumpers have been faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky, so they must gain vertical separation in order to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is accomplished by pulling down on the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. As this first jumper waves at you, wave back, wave your hands, hats, chairs, and let them know where you are. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are ram air canopies with 7 openings in the front. Watch as this first jumper brings his parachute straight down for a dead center landing. These openings on the front allow air to be forced in, inflating the flexible wing glider. As these jumpers bring their canopies into the target area, watch the minor corrections they make with their hands on the steering lines in order to land in the target area. Ladies and gentlemen, as this next jumper brings in the state flag, make some noise and let them know where you are. Looking high overhead, it would appear that canopies have become entangled, but that is not the case. These jumpers are actually performing a facet of the sport called canopy relative work. With the advanced aerodynamic design of these ram air parachutes, it is possible to fly one parachute right up to the hands of the other jumper without adversely affecting its flight characteristics. The formation you see here is called a triplane. As this next jumper brings his parachute straight over the target, make some noise as he brings it down for a tiptoe landing. The jumpers in the canopy relative work, the bottom jumper and the last 2 jumpers have just separated from the top jumper, bringing the parachutes down for a downplane maneuver. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, as these jumpers bring it into the target area. High standards identify the individual members of the United States Army parachute team. We are selected not only for our parachuting skills, but for our soldiering skills as well. As these last jumpers bring their parachutes down, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and let him know where you are. The average Golden Knight is 26 years old, has more than 1,200 freefall parachute jumps, and is highly proficient in one of the more than 200 occupational specialties offered by the U.S. Army. The United States Army Parachute Team was formed in 1959 at the home of the Airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. At that time, the team consisted of 19 original team members. Each was selected